Okay, so this is a little bit cleaner. We have two functions. The first function is our handler, and our handler is going to be the first point of contact when our API gets hit. And then it'll log out the event, so it'll tell us exactly what's inside of it. Then we create this empty response object, and then it goes into our try catch block. Our try catch block is first going to check the event.path and see if it's /users. And then if it is /users, it's going to save the user in DynamoDB. So it'll run API.handle create user, which is going to run this function down here. Handle create user will be passed an item. So that's our event.body. And then it's going to be a promise. Then it's going to say let DynamoDB equals aws.dynamodb. This basically means create a DynamoDB object, which allows us to use the AWS SDK APIs to then store something in DynamoDB. The next set of lines is params. So to actually contact the DynamoDB service, we need to have an item and we need to have a table name. And so our table name is going to be passed in through the environment variables, what we saw in the other video. And then our item is going to be passed in as an argument to the function, and that's coming from the event.body. So with those two pieces of information, we can then connect to DynamoDB. Actually, we don't need this one up here. Let me kill that. And for clarity, I'm going to move this to the top. Okay. So then our DocumentDB client is then going to do a put command with our params, our table name, and our item. And then it's going to be a callback function of error and data. So those are the two fields that will come back. And error means that something went wrong, so we want to reject a promise. If it has data, that means it's stored it in DynamoDB, and we want to resolve that. Then this response will come back. That's what the await is for. It's waiting and waiting and waiting, and then finally it comes back. We're going to store it as response.body. Then we're going to set a status code of 200. This is for a successful save. However, if this API.handle create user fails, it's then going to reject. And what happens is that when it rejects, it's then going to go into the catch block. And the catch block is going to receive that error, and it's going to say response.body is equal to that error, and then response.status code equals 500. So this is kind of the flow of the API so far.